Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm very good maybe evening by watching this. Okay, so we'll continue with the chapter. So we have learned about ethical problem solving. We have a problem related to ethical that's related to personal, maybe corporates. Okay, all right. So for ethical problem solving techniques, first we need to define the moral conflict solutions through inquiries, meaning we inquire the issue related to ethics. We can do line drawing, either single or multiple, flow charting, or creative middle way. So, in general, the method to identify the ethic issues is to recognize the states of conflict itself. Okay, so we have to identify the source of conflict and stakeholders. So during this stage, we have to know who the stakeholders that affected in each ethics. As example, we have maybe teachers, maybe user, okay, building owner. When you do related to maybe road users, okay, and then you do the analysis. Okay, in this analysis, you do investigations, fact checking, and in alternative, you rank it to analyze which are the in terms of priority, which is the most severe. Okay, and lastly is actions. So we decided on and initiating a course of action or relationship related to our ethical issues. Right. And the inquiries, normally we call it moral inquiries, is divided into conceptual and factual. Okay. So for normative or moral inquiries, normally when we have ethical issue, there are moral issues involved. Okay. So when we say moral, the focus is want to harm others. So what is an acceptable behavior or practice? Example, bribes. Is it ethical to accept bribes? Cheating on assignments using ChatGPT AI, or you copy your friend's assignment, you just change your name. So next is what behavior, what may be expected. Okay, normally when you say bribe, do not accept bribe. Do not cheat in your assignments, in your exam. Okay, even in your daily life, you cannot cheat. Okay, you must be truth to others. Okay, concepts is scary. Okay, you have to know the meanings and the ability of an idea. Example, what's considered bribe as a gift? As somebody defined bribe as a gift or a direct copy, is it truth? Is it something that you want to change just to show that we accept is nothing will affect our judgment later? So what does proprietary really mean? Is it what type? What define? What's the value that we can accept? Okay. So next is factual inquiry. What is known about it? What is the fact? By the factual inquiry meaning what is the fact related to the cases itself? Is it the gift offered or requested? Gift. In this case, maybe bribe, maybe not. Was the gift offered or requested? Was the gift related to our job? Is it beneficial to us or to our office? Was it accepted? Are you accepted or not? Okay. Was it true value? So simple comprehensive statement, sometimes simple as complex. So we need to define the fact itself in details without confusing others. That's to show. Alright. Next is line drawings. So we have two main paradigm, where is positive and negative. When we say positive is acceptable. If the highest is very acceptable, negative is not acceptable, meaning the actions is negative. Okay, example, we have this index 2 and 1. Okay, negative extreme and positive extreme. Okay, the positive extreme, we do not look at the previous report at all. Okay, meaning that we do this on our own, we don't refer. Negative extreme meaning we copy the previous report, just change your name and hands it on your own, meaning that your report, your assignments is being done by others. You just take credit for it. Okay, use the same topic. Okay, you use the same topic, the same title, but you read all the research. Okay, next is use the same topic, the research is the same, but use the previous report as a cited, meaning you cite the result being presented by others. Okay, next is use the same general ideas, previous report, but not cited, meaning you it seem that it is your idea. No, okay, and use the same topic and cited reference as the previous without credit, without citation, without citing. Okay, and read the report to get an idea format and detail required. Next is use the same topic, cited reference as a report, but not acknowledge something wrong. Okay, so in this case, you have to know the difference. Okay, all right. So, example, we have a multi-line drawing. This is a single line drawing. This is multi-line drawing. So, each multi-line drawing we have several features such as we have give value, timing, reasons, responsibility, product quality, or worse. Example, when you say give value is negative, meaning it's small, right? Positive is small, the negative is large. Okay. Timing, is it before or after the project being handed? Reason, is it the purpose of monetary? Is it educational? Next, responsibility, is it responsibility of yourself or others? And in terms of project delivery, is it the project delivered in the best condition ever or in the worst because of you have to accept some gift or bribes? And product cost, is it the lowest or the highest? All right, and in this case the priority is on the gift value, timings, and responsibility. Okay, so this is the three most important things according to engineering ethics by Harris, Church, and Robbins. Okay, next is method to visualize our ethic issue by visualize a picture, a situation. So we know the sequences. We know how to identify the moral issues and the consequences of each action. So do a flowcharting. Same as if when you do your FYP, you do flowcharts. So you establish a processes that involve while deciding the ethical issue. Right? So first, we have to know the problem statement. Same as if your FYP, the first thing first is problem statement. What is a problem in the first place? Okay, so and then we decide. So if it's yes, just direct action. If there is no decision, next we have to decide. Okay, so meaning that there are some step that we define decision. Maybe we address based on the stakeholder effect on each action, right? Okay, so a very logical, okay, to decide or to define a problem and understand the consequences visual way. So project is visual way. Sometimes some people say, oh, I don't understand the wording, so can visualize it, can you put in a picture? So this is the way how to observe, how to understand a systematic way to understand our ethical issues. So as line graph, the methods is the ones it must be objective as possible. Okay, all right. It's almost similar to flowcharting in our engineering problem. It's the same, but using a different block, state yes or no. Okay, right. So, example, we need an engineering report on GE 449. Is it the original report mean original topic? Is it, if it's no, alright, we report. Be plagiarism. No, ask for copy the report. Okay. If yes, you have to start the report from the scratch. Okay. Is it plagiarism? Is it yes? Is it acceptable for guys? No. So meaning we have to start from scratch. Or the way is copy, ask for copy report just to refer. It's not something you copy. Alright. So creative middle way. Okay. It can be applied to other technique. Example, you want to look for any other option. Maybe this option is easy, this is hard, this is medium, but it requires a better imaginations. We have to communicate. We have to determine the way how to solve these ethical issues. So other issues can refer is code of ethics. Okay, so in Malaysia we have code of ethics. That's why you learn the subject, because the first thing first, codes of ethics itself provide a criteria or guidance how to improve on the safety and health of the public. Okay, especially on engineering. So it's a moral decision. Okay, it's a guide to moral decision related to the subject. In this case, is engineering and entrench almost codes of ethics. Okay, so for example, I present you this case is almost 40 years ago, 45 years ago. It's paradigm computers cases. Okay, this happened in United States of America. So in 80s, paradigm bid to supply the Social Security mission. Okay, SSA with a new computer system, meaning paradigm open procurement. So Social Security as mission, SSA open procurement, and paradigm bid this supply tender to supply a new computer system, but with one constraint: the system that they delivered must of the shelf type, meaning that it's already in the market, rather than customized, meaning paradigm already have their own system, not something that they want to start from scratch. Okay, so paradigm computer failed the acceptance test during the first time. Why? But after all that issues, the constraints, 2 years later the system work, but they have to spend a lot of money in order to get to the targeted tender, right? Why this happened? Because SSA found that paradigm do not use a soft component. They use technology under development, but they say in the tender paper that they have already all the technology needed. Okay, and during the demonstrations, because a certain tender we need to do demonstrations, we call it a site acceptance test. Okay, use a different computer, and they mention that this is the computer that they will deliver. All right, meaning they're trying to manipulate SSA to accept their design computer. Okay, and they say that there is should more different because they will deliver the same thing. Okay, and what happened? SSA made mistake by assessing paradigm's ability during the evolution stages. Is it paradigms have the ability to produce the computer system? No. So what paradigm do? to avoid from being penalized and so on and so forth, they hired a previous SA official, meaning that it's a former SSA officer that work in Paradigm in order to negotiate a relaxing of the requirement. But it takes years. Okay, it takes years to system finally work. That's why when you do the inquiry, normative inquiry, is it lying an acceptable business practice? What is the acceptable definition of lying? So, as we mentioned, is it okay to lie to get your job? Is it okay lie to get something, to being selected as an intern? Is it okay to be deceptive to get a contract? Because each action that you take will have implications. Okay, and then when they said when it mentioned that they hired SSA in order to relax the requirement. What does conflict of interest mean in the business world? Okay, you see that the conceptual inquiry is almost similar to normative. Therefore, we can combine these two inquiries. This is based on the Fledman source. Okay, next, the factual from this issue. SSA put the requirement of the chef components, meaning that there are no computers, something that already built. Okay, but rather than they do not have the system running, they never have the prototype. They just presented something that they get from others. Okay, and a former employee of SSA went to work to Paradigm to lobby to reduce the constraint. Okay, that's something. That is a fact. Okay, in terms of conceptual, is bidding to provide of the chef, but the truth is the product itself, the computer itself is still in planning stages. That's why they can change. It's not a lie. Just a reasonable business practice. It's just a page. That's why you need to define the off the shelf really means. Is it plug and play? Is it something that they already produce in commercialization stages? Yeah. So is it ethical to place a paradigm label on another computer? Example, they purchase maybe IBM computer, put a paradigm level just to show that this is ours. And lastly, is it lobbying by former SSA? Is not a conflict of interest. Okay, all right. Okay, so I think so. Lecture for this week is very simple. Something that the step by step, just to guide you how to solve any case issue related to ethics. So now you understand based on my example. So we have case study and the difference between normative inquiry, conceptual, and also factual and also conceptual. All right. Thank you very much.